Here we are at Kensington Palace, which was once a small suburban villa called Nottingham House that Stuart and Georgian monarchs transformed over the years into a stylish home for Britain's young royal families. New monarchs William and Mary chose it in 1689 as more advantageous to William's frail health than the damp Whitehall Palace, and instructed Sir Christopher Wren, surveyor of the King's works, to begin expanding the house. Queen Anne's most notable contribution to the palace were the gardens, and she commissioned the architect Hawksmoor to design the orangery. Queen Victoria spent her childhood here prior to moving into Buckingham Palace upon ascending to the throne in 1837. More recent inhabitants include Diana, Princess of Wales, Princess Margaret, and currently their Royal Highnesses the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge and their children. When Princess Margaret was the president of Girl Guiding, she would often hold Queen's Guide Award presentations here. Princess Margaret had become the president of the Association of Girl Guides in 1965 upon the death of her aunt, Princess Mary, who herself had held the role since 1920. So here we are on Buckingham Palace Road, and to your right you can see the headquarters of Girl Guiding UK, which also contains a shop and one of their flagship activity centers. On our right here, this was the original location of our Ark, the first World Centre here in London. And it was originally at numbers 11 to 13, and it was right nearby the World Bureau at that time. That was at number 9. The World Bureau was established in 1928, and in 1937, the board saw a need to have a new World Centre right next door to offer guides visiting London a place to stay. So they launched the so-called Pennies Appeal with the 1938 Thinking Fund to raise money for that, and our Ark was officially opened on the 2nd of May, 1939. The building here is not the original one. The original was knocked down in 1984. So let's go around the corner to Buckingham Palace and see more about the royal connections with Girl Guiding. So here we are in front of Buckingham Palace, an impressive structure that contains a total of 775 rooms, including 52 guest and royal bedrooms, also 19 staterooms and 78 bathrooms. They also have their own post office, their own swimming pool, tennis courts, clinic, and other facilities inside here. As mentioned, Guiding in the UK has had connections with the royal family from very early on, as Princess Mary, the daughter of George V, was very involved with the movement and became president of the association in 1920, taking over from Agnes Baden-Powell. Elizabeth Bowes-Lyon, better known as the Queen Mum, i.e. the mother of the current Queen, was involved with Girl Guiding together with Princess Mary, who was a close friend. The Queen Mum also encouraged her daughter's participation in Girl Guides, with the first Buckingham Palace Company being formed in 1937 for the then Princess Elizabeth, and a brownie pack was formed at the same time for Princess Margaret. They were composed of 20 guides and 14 brownies, who were all daughters of court officials and palace employees. Princess Mary, Elizabeth and Margaret's aunt, of course, enrolled the girls herself. In 1943, the Queen became a sea ranger, which included activities such as acquiring her boating permit and taking out the Queen Mum in a dinghy.